This is the story of Ruby, a 21-year-old full-time student and mother to a 6-year-old. On top of her academics, she held a job at UPS. It was a grueling job, but it made ends meet for her and her child. Her story begins at 9 p.m., the end of a long day of classes. Ruby was exhausted, but instead of being able to go home to her child and rest her head, she had to go straight to work. She called an Uber, which required her to walk down the main street by the cemetery. She stood under the light post and waited. Thankfully, her Uber quickly arrived as she walked across the street to meet her driver. She gets in the car and politely greets her driver. Although she's almost too tired to speak, the driver rolls her eyes, puts the car in drive, and continues en route. Ruby knows that her destination is about 15 minutes away and uses this time to have a small nap. As she sleeps peacefully in the dirty Uber, she's awoken to the sound of the car turning off and on. She opens her eyes and realizes that there is another rider with her. All is alright because she had a pull. However, this rider doesn't seem to have a face. "Hello," says Ruby. "How are you?" But no response. Instead, the driver begins to scratch at the back of the headboard. "Can you stop that?" says Ruby. "Please, can you stop?" In a panic, Ruby tries to text one of her friends for help, but she has no signal. She looks up into the window and finally sees the face to this hooded passenger. Terrified by what she just saw, Ruby tries to get the attention of the driver by asking to turn the heat up. Just then, a hand shoots out from the hooded passenger and grabs Ruby on the shoulder. She nearly leaps out of her skin as she jumps from the back seat to the front, pleading with the driver to pull over, but she is in a complete trance. All of a sudden, the hooded passenger attacks Ruby from behind. "Please, God, help me," she screams. "Please, leave me alone. What do you want from me?" she shrieks as she violently bangs against the glass on the Toyota Corolla. Just then, Ruby realizes she's in a familiar place and not the UPS parking lot that she sees every day, but Pineford. She's home. The police were called quickly and attended the scene only to find the driver covered in glass, dazed but alive. The only thing she remembered was telling Ruby that she could turn the heat up, but she would have to stop and get gas first. The police found no evidence of the passenger, no CCTV footage, nor eyewitnesses. It was the hooded figure that had vanished without a trace. Ruby had almost convinced herself that she had only dreamt the hooded passenger. Everything told her that he was not real, all but for one chilling reminder that it had indeed been there. For at the seat where he sat, clawing at the headrest, 2 words which simply read, "Not yet." In Ruby's mind, those words have haunted her more than the hooded figure ever could. For if not yet, then when?